If you're borrowing to buy things that won't increase in value, you're likely to be dealing with bad debt. Do you know the difference between good debt and bad debt? The truth is, not all debt is created equal. Some can actually help you build wealth, while others can keep you stuck in a cycle of stress and high interest payments. The key to financial health isn't about avoiding debt entirely. It's understanding the different types of debt and learning how to manage them effectively. Let's dive into the differences between good debt and bad debt and why it matters for your financial future. Good debt might sound like an oxymoron, but it's a real concept for personal finance. This type of debt, generally used for investments, will increase in value over time or that will generate future income. For example, student loans are considered good debt if they help you obtain a degree that will increase your earning potential. Similarly, a mortgage is often seen as good debt because a home typically appreciates in value over time. Good debt is strategic. It's an investment in your future. The key is to borrow for things that improve your financial situation in the long run. Bad debt, on the other hand, is money borrowed to purchase things that depreciate in value or do not generate income. Think of credit card debt used to finance a shopping spree or an expensive vacation. While these purchases may offer a short-term satisfaction, they won't provide the lasting value or return. Bad debt typically comes with high interest rates, which means you'll end up paying much more than what you originally borrowed. If you're borrowing to buy things that won't increase in value, you're likely to be dealing with bad debt. One of the most dangerous aspects of bad debt is its high interest rates. Credit cards, payday loans, and certain types of personal loans often come with sky-high interest rates that can cause the debt to spiral out of control. When you're only paying the minimum monthly balance, much of your payment goes toward interest, not the principal balance. Over time, you can end up paying far more than you borrowed. High interest debt doesn't just drain your finances, it can also damage your credit score and limit your ability to borrow for other important life events. The key to managing debt is understanding how much you owe and where your money is going. Regularly review your debts, interest rates, and payment schedules will help you to prioritize and strategize how to pay them down. One effective method is the debt snowball approach, where you focus on paying down the smallest debt first while making minimum payments on the others. Once the smallest debt is paid off, you move on to the next one. The debt avalanche method targets the debt with the highest interest rate first, saving you more money in the long run. Both strategies can lead to freedom from debt, but it's important to choose one that fits your personality and financial situation. If you're dealing with multiple debts, debt consolidation might be an option to explore. Debt consolidation involves combining multiple debts into one loan with a single payment, often with a lower interest rate. This can make managing debt easier and may reduce the amount of interest you pay overall. However, consolidating isn't a one-size-fits-all situation. You'll need to evaluate your situation and the terms of the consolidation loan to ensure it's actually saving you money and doesn't extend your repayment periods in a way that makes the debt harder to manage in the long run. Managing debt effectively requires a clear repayment plan. It's easy to get overwhelmed by the amount of money you owe, but breaking it down into manageable chunks can make it more achievable. Start by prioritizing your debt. Whether you use the snowball method or the avalanche method, having a clear strategy is essential. Create a monthly budget that allows you to make consistent on-time payments and free up as much money as possible to put towards your debt. Consider working with a financial advisor or credit counselor if you need help creating a repayment strategy or exploring options like consolidation or refinancing. A good credit score can help you secure lower interest rates on loans, making it easier to manage debt more effectively. Conversely, poor credit can lead to higher interest rates and more expensive loans. Monitoring your credit regularly, paying bills on time, and reducing your credit utilization rate can help improve your score over time. A good credit score isn't just about borrowing money for managing your financial life and reducing the cost of debt. The first step is acknowledging the situation rather than ignoring it. Reach out to your creditors and discuss payment options or extensions. Many creditors are willing to work with you if you're honest about your situation. If your debt is overwhelming, it may be time to consider debt management programs or, in extreme cases, bankruptcy. Bankruptcy should be the last resort, or it can severely impact your credit for years, but it can provide a fresh start if you have exhausted all other options. Paying off debt can feel like an endless uphill battle, but staying motivated is key. Celebrate the small victories along the way, whether it's paying off a credit card or reaching a milestone in your repayment plan. Keep your ultimate goal in sight: financial freedom. Having a clear vision of what life will look like without debt, whether it's buying a home, traveling, or simply feeling less stressed, can keep you focused and determined. And remember, the process may take time, but every step brings you closer to your goal. One of the most important aspects of managing debt is learning from your past mistakes. If you found yourself in debt before, reflect on the reasons why and how you can avoid similar situations in the future. Did you overspend on credit cards? Did you take out too much student loan debt? Learning from these mistakes will help you make better financial decisions moving forward. The goal is to not only pay off debt, but to ensure that you don't fall into the same trap again. Education and awareness are the best tools for staying debt-free in the future. Once you've paid off your debt, it's time to focus on building a strong financial foundation. Start by putting your money to work, building an emergency fund, investing in retirement, and creating long-term savings goals. Managing debt effectively doesn't just help you become debt-free, it sets the stage for financially secure futures. Use the lessons you've learned about debt management to guide your financial decisions and avoid falling back into debt. A solid financial foundation will provide peace of mind. Remember, debt doesn't define you. It's a part of your financial journey. While it can feel overwhelming at times, the good news is that you have the power to take control. By understanding the difference between good debt and bad debt, creating a strategic plan to pay off what you owe, and focusing on building a solid financial future, you can overcome any debt challenge. The road to financial freedom can take time, but with dedication, patience, and the right tools, you'll be well on your way to managing debt effectively and achieving your financial goals.